Alright, so when you start to get busy in real estate photography, you're going to want to make sure that you implement tricks like this. And I'm talking about shooting almost all your bathrooms with one image, doing a flash pop and being done. So let's get into Lightroom right now. I'm going to show you how simple this is. Alright, here we go. Here is our first bathroom shot, and I was able to reach that flash up and turn it backwards, shooting it against the wall to bounce that flash back in. And I'm using the Godox 8600. Probably in a bathroom like this, I can just predict that, you know, I'm at ISO 200, at f5, at 180th. That pretty much killed all natural light, so probably at 1/16th is probably where I would have shot this at. But again, play around with that. Do a flash pop, test it out. Start out at something like a 1/16th or 1/8th, and, you know, check your histogram before you pick your tripod up and move to the next shot. Making sure that you're exposed well to the right, not clipping anything, but you're definitely not like this. Okay, if you shot this, say, at 1/32nd power, and this is what your image looked like, and you can look at your histogram, you might want to crank that flash power up to get it to like something like this, because you can always tone down those highlights. As long as you didn't clip them, you're gonna be good to go. I'm gonna run this like I do any other image, and I'm just gonna put my 9 to 18 millimeter bump on there. And a few things I might want to do is I'm going to use the black slider. If you can see, that's going to bring in some nice contrast. So hold down Option whenever you do this and watch. I'm just going to start sliding it, and now you can see where that black is starting to clip. I like to go right when I start to see that color coming through, and then just go just a touch farther, and that's it. The other thing too, maybe bring up those shadows. I love bright images, so I'm going to push this just beyond, right where that line is, that third. So you have your midpoint here, and then you have another line on your histogram here in Lightroom. I like to have that sitting somewhere right in front of that line, like that. I just love how that pops. And that would be it, guys. This is it. I am going to flag this image. I'm going to move on to the next one, because, you know, you're shooting, say you're delivering 30 or 40 images, okay, and you're taking 2 minutes per image. That's, you know, 30 images, that's going to be an hour of editing time. Well, if you can cut that down to not all of them are taking 2 minutes. This one hasn't even taken, like if I did this, I would just do a quick preset bump, move my black slider, and that's it. I'm like 10-15 seconds and I'm moving on. So you got to be able to move quickly. Let's move on to the next bathroom shot. And again, there was a window here, and I have not touched this yet. This is what it looked like out of camera. So what are we at? 9 millimeters. And again, remember, I'm on Micro Four Thirds camera. For this, I was shooting on the Olympus EM1 Mark II with that Olympus 9 to 18. So everything is a 2x crop when we're talking about Micro Four Thirds. So I was at 18 millimeters. That's as wide as that lens will go. And I'm at f5. So even the f-stop is a 2x crop equivalent. So I'm shooting as if this was an f10 depth of field on a full frame camera. Sometimes I have to stress that because I forget people are so full frame minded. You know, they don't realize what. And I was the same way. I had no idea what was a Micro Four Thirds. I still don't even understand why they call it 4 thirds. I mean, I've looked it up and I've already forgot, but it doesn't matter. It's not because it's a 4:3 aspect ratio, which a lot of people think that's why, but yeah, Google it and find out why, and then leave a comment below, because I'm too lazy to go do that right now. Okay, let's do my 9 to 18 millimeter bump. There we go. And again, see how that bump, I need to still push that well to the right there. And we can drop those highlights down. Let's take that black slider, again holding Option and sliding that until you see that color, and you go a little bit farther. And I like the way that looks. You can even run a dehaze, just don't go too crazy on it. But that's it. Flag it and move on. So there you go, folks. If you have any questions or concerns about this, leave me a comment below. I answer every single comment, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button, because I release tutorials all the time to help you grow your real estate photography business. See you in the next video, guys. Bye-bye.